Hey y'all, this is Theron West II, and this is the Be Ready anthem, y'all. I hope y'all ready. Stay ready, be ready, 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 stay ready. Every show, new face, new dream. Young man out here building a team from the track to the court to the turf and the rings. They all grown different, but they got the same theme. Putting in work when the lights not on. Late nights, early morning, still going strong. They don't do it for the lights, they do it for the fight. Future looking bright, cause they training for their life. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. Spotlight on them, time to show love. Brother smart and dream, all star from above. The hustle in their heart, purpose in their feet, and they voice on this mic that echoes in the streets. Every episode, no cap, no fake. Just young bugs grinding, rising to the stage. Different faces, same goals. Rise above the pressure, yeah, holding goals. So be ready, stay ready, 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 be ready, stay ready. So put your hands together for my boys, Coach Tony and Carlos, for the Be Ready podcast coming on right now. Let's get it, let's go, y'all.
Yeah. Y'all heard what he said. Y'all get ready for the Be Ready Sports podcast that's coming on right now. And we want to welcome y'all to episode 59, y'all. 59. Yeah. As y'all can see, it's kind of like me and my co-host took turns running the shows yesterday. Uh, my man Carlos ran the show yesterday. I wasn't able to be on, had another obligation, and he had technical difficulties in the middle of the show. And today, getting ready to start, I had technical difficulties before the show. This is a technical difficulty week. But we want to thank both of our guests yesterday. Bryson, man, that was an amazing show. Bryson was an amazing guest, so we got our hands full. We're going to follow that show up because boy, they brought it yesterday. But what I want to do, thankfully, for the patience of our guest today. Um, he's amazing. If you look at him, look at that face. My man's ready. My man's ready. So I don't go into this yap fest. I'm gonna have to let y'all know who we bring into the stage today. We have a multi-sport athlete here coming to the stage from the West Coast, my hometown. He first love is baseball, and he hits that thing out the park. But like I said, he's a multi-sport athlete. He plays football. He does jujitsu. So he's a combat athlete as well. So he fits the mold of the guest that we bring on here. Um, my man has a lot of accomplishments at a young age, at only 11 years old, and we're gonna discuss all of that with y'all today. So, and we got a connection, two connections. Not only is he from my hometown, but we also share the same first name. So, coming to the stage is my man AC, my man Anthony Cruz. Welcome to the show, Ant.
What's up, y'all?
Look, he got that Cali, he got that swag. He said, "What's up, y'all?" No. So let's break the ice with them. Anthony, tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm from Santa Clarita, California. I play baseball, football, and I do jujitsu. And that's pretty much myself. I'm in sixth grade. I love playing basketball at school, and I love tacos.
Who don't love tacos, man? Who don't? If you don't love tacos, something wrong with you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But welcome to the stage. Welcome to the show. Um, let's get this started with my announcements real quick. Um, as y'all know, we currently do, yes, we do have a contest going right now where you send in your back to school photos. We're currently in the first round. I kind of extended it a little bit, but we're close to moving on to the second round. So you guys, and you know who you are, that's been lacking voting on your players. Get it together. Vote vote for these athletes, man, that sent in their back to school pictures, man. Because if they don't make if they get eliminated out the first round, it's your fault for not voting, and you know who you are. But let's give you a rundown of the contestants. Contestant number one is my man Cam, also a former guest on the show. I know y'all remember Cam. I believe it was. Can't remember, I believe he was. I'm not even gonna try to remember what episode he was from. Sorry, Cam. He's gonna kill me. But it's my man. My man Cam. Vote for him. That's contestant one. Contestant two. My man Mason. The young. He at the time he came on, he was the youngest guest and our first football player, and that's him with his sister Michaela. She's also a football player. They both elite. That's contestant two. We have Mason on here on episode 15. Speaking of Mason, contestant three, another former guest, my man Mason the Maverick. Vote for him at contestant three, and y'all need to vote for him because he's in danger of being eliminated. So y'all better vote. Contestant four, he's an upcoming guest that's coming on here in October. Um, Another football player, another elite quarterback, my man Landon. He's contested four. And our guest from yesterday, our guy Bryson Smith, who's currently right now in second place. He was in first, but now he's in second. Y'all get him back into first place. But he's in a dogfight with contestant 11. But give it up for Bryson. Vote five for Bryson. Contestant six is he hasn't been on this show yet, but he's an elite football player. Well, soccer, the original football. This is contestant six from my man Jamari. Go to Jamaski underscore SAV. Go to his Instagram, and you can see all of his soccer highlights. The kid's elite. Contestant seven is my man Jeremiah Serrano. He was actually here on episode 50. So vote for him. He's also in danger of getting eliminated out of the first round. So vote for my man Jeremiah. And you can never forget this face right here. He's just it's my man Noah, the golden child, contestant eight. Um, Also, former guest on the show. So vote for my man Noah. You got my man Camden Harzinski, another elite uh, athlete. You're going to see him coming up here on the podcast. He's going to have his episode real soon. Um, One of the most complete fifth graders that we'll see on the court. As far as when I say complete, I mean complete. Both sides of the ball, all around player. Contestant 9, a vote for my man Cam. Contestant 10, when I am disappointed in you guys, for my man Maverick. Y'all seen him in the highlights of the intro video, throwing that nice spiral, going over them hurdles. Yes, that's him. Um, right now, he's receiving the least amount of votes from his people, and I'm calling you guys out on the show. All right, y'all need to support your boy. Um, Contestant 10, my man Maverick. Currently, right now, the man that's in first place, who's getting the support from his people, my man Minnie McCaffrey, Caleb Marinelli. He's This is contestant 11, who's currently in first place. Also, past guest on the show. Um, and then you have my man Rockwell, another baseball player like my man Tony that's on the stage today. Um, he he's contested 12. You will see him coming up real soon on the podcast themselves. And contestant 13, y'all see a familiar face right there for contestant 13? Yeah, I'm calling you guys out too. That's watching this podcast. Y'all need to get on there and vote for contestant 13. Get him in the top 10, so he can get past this first round. And he's going to tell you guys later on in the show, out of his own mouth. Vote for my man Anthony. Support him. And then contestant 14, another former guest on the show, my man Liam Alfonso. He was here toward the beginning um, of the show, but doing his thing. Contestant 14. He's currently in what, fifth place now? Voted up. Contestant, no, he's 14. This is contestant 15. My man Keelan Hollowell. Um, Another former guest from episode 10. He also has his own podcast, Key to Another Level, which actually airs tonight. Um, you guys, Keelan supporters, I know he has a lot of them. Y'all need to vote it up too. He's in danger of being eliminated as well. So vote it up. Contestant 16 is his teammate, my man Swaggy J, who was the first young youth athlete to come on the show. He is came in on episode 2, but you will see his episode on our next highlight that I'm going to talk about after this, which is our Throwback Thursdays. We're going to replay his episode 2, next Thursday. At 2 p.m. Eastern Time is when we do the Throwback Thursdays. So you tune in and you can watch his episode. He's currently in third place, so he's getting the support from you guys. So good job. But he's in a dogfight with my man Deuce here. Contestant 17. They're like neck and neck for third place. He was on here as well. He's been on the show multiple times. So my man Deuce, who's busy with these showcases, man, he has so many. I'm gonna have to bring him back on so I can tell y'all about it. Actually, he is coming back in November. He's gonna tell you about the showcases he's in. So that's contestant 17, and we have 3 other new contestants that has jumped on. Y'all remember this guy? Yeah. I'm Y'all remember the Melendez brothers, Bam Bam and JJ? Well, this is JJ. He's contestant 18. Just joined, voted up, and of course, speaking of Bam Bam, there he is, contestant 19. And last but not least, you got my man Speedy, uh, TB2 Speedy to be exact on Instagram. And he's a former guest on this show. He was coming on episode 21. Um, Voted up for my man Speedy. So that is the back to school contest. So, Ant Anthony,
Yes.
let's bring you let's bring your photo back on here. I think you need to have a heart to heart with your people real quick. Whoops, wrong one. And have a heart to heart with your people and tell them to go on Instagram. Um, find your picture. It's in the story. Click that button on the Be Ready Sports Podcast's page and vote 13. If you can't do that, just inbox me that you're voting for Anthony. But go ahead and tell them to vote for you.
Please, I need to win this. I need to win my contest. I need to win. I need to win, please.
I heard him. He's a man of few words, but go on there and vote for my man Anthony. And as I did state, every Thursday going forward, it started today. We did we have Throwback Thursdays. Right now it's at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Um, well, today it was because we had to move our show today from tomorrow. This show was normally supposed to air on Friday. We're going to try to keep that Friday schedule. Um, so it just depends on my schedules for Fridays. But those will be aired at our normal airtime, 7 p.m. Eastern time when we do our Throwback Thursdays. That's the ideal time. But if we have to do a pod on Thursday, we will air it at 2 p.m. Eastern time, or we'll switch it to Friday and it'll be a flashback Friday instead of airing them at 2. But we're going to start replaying our past episodes in order since we're up to episode 59 to catch you guys up on our past episodes and our past guests. So next week, episode 2 with my man Swaggy J. So who knows, Ant? Down the road, your episode gonna be featured again on a Throwback Thursday or a Flashback Friday, and you can rewatch it. But as always, for your convenience and your leisure, every episode is listed on our YouTube page in the live video section in order from episode 1 all the way to 59. So you can find whatever episode you want. If you miss this episode, you can always catch it on, and you can always go on there and watch it again. And my man Anthony would tell you, go on there and watch it over and over and over again, throw those and run those views up.
Yes, please.
All right, and let's get started with our topics before we get into our Q&A. Um, so the first big set of news that I want to talk about today is when I saw this today, I said we have to talk about it. You know who this is, right, Anthony?
No.
Brother, my brother. Don't ever say that on live on it. No, I'm just kidding, bro. This is Derrick Rose. Derrick, he's like, come on, man. Now, if you'd have put Derek Jeter up there, I don't know who that was. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yes.
Look, no sugarcoating. He's like, yes. But this is Derrick Rose, one of the elite point guards in the NBA. Uh, one one of the youngest MVP ever in the league. Derrick Rose, I think he won it his third season uh, with the Chicago Bulls, the first MVP since Michael Jeffrey Jordan that everybody keeps talking about every day. But it's not about Michael Jordan, it's about Derrick Rose. And the reason why we're talking about Derrick Rose today is because it was announced that Derrick Rose is getting his jersey retired by the Chicago Bulls. So they deserve one of these. I think it's well overdue. Well overdue. So on January 24th, 2026, um, let's pull up their schedule. Ho- And and it better be a televised game. It better be a televised game. 24. Let's see who they're playing. Come on, computer. And there, it'll be the Chicago Bulls. They're going to be playing one of their biggest rivals, the Boston Celtics, uh, in Chicago, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Uh, it's not telling me if this is going to be a televised game, but if they're retiring his jersey, it should be. But it's going to be January 24th, against the Boston Celtics. So I would ask you, what are your thoughts on this? But you didn't even know who Derrick Rose is. But even though you don't know who he is, if he's getting his jersey retired, he was a big name player for that organization. So just on the fact that he's getting his jersey retired, what are your thoughts on that, on the jersey retirement in itself?
Just pretty cool. Like you getting your jersey number retired, and like it's your number, and it's a memory to the whole organization.
Yeah, he's about to go into the rafters with some of the greats in Chicago, of course, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Bob Love, just to name a few. Um, he's going to have that number one retired right up there in the rafters with him. Um, so going forward, no one will ever wear number one for the Chicago Bulls ever again. So shout out to the Chicago Bulls organization for doing this. That's pretty cool and well overdue. Now we also do a segment on the show when we speak about random things on the internet. So what we do is either fans send us topics to talk about, or some random things. It doesn't even have to be about sports. It can be about anything. So you guys can send it to our inbox, at the Be Ready Sports Podcast, or you can email it to us at Be Ready Sports podcast at gmail.com, or you can send it to our Instagram in the inbox, and then we'll talk about it on our next episode, which is called Fan Topics. And who knows, we might even bring you on the show to talk about that topic. Um, but that's something that I want to start doing to get you fans engaged. But this is something that I saw that was pretty funny. Bam! So Anthony, you know
Yeah,
what movie is this from?
I forgot.
Come on, man! You're a baseball player. You're supposed to remember these. You can remember those. You can remember those difficult signs that your first baseline coach and your third baseline coach send you every day. I'll give you a hint. It's a football movie. He's like, that's still not helping me. You, you know who that is that's wearing number 13?
I forgot.
Oh my goodness. Anthony, that's Jamie Foxx, the actor, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. Jamie, comedian Jamie.
No.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Mom, help him out. After this show, make him watch some Jamie Foxx material for 15 hours straight, so he remember who Jamie Foxx is. No, I'm just kidding. You ain't got you don't have to do that to him. But this is from the movie Any Given Sunday. If you guys for you football enthusiasts, you gotta understand the movie. Um, this was a shot at Shador Sanders and Joe Flacco. And if you watch this movie, you know Jamie Foxx was a young up and comer quarterback. He was start of the season. He was a third string quarterback. He was on the sideline playing dice games and stuff on the sideline, not even thinking about the game. And in the movie, Dennis Quaid was the starting quarterback. Um, he got hurt, and then the backup came in and got hurt the very next play. So Jamie Foxx is on the sideline, helmet nowhere to be seen, just goofing off on the sideline, not paying attention to the game. And they're like, "Hey, you got to come in." And he was like, "Come in what?" They're like, "The game." Then he was like, "What do you mean? Go get with." I was like, "No, you got to go." Because when you're a third string quarterback in the NFL, the chances of your playing are very low. So, long story short, he came in, um, puked every game, which was disgusting. But every time he puked, he had a great game, so it became a tradition. But so because of that story, and then when they got into the playoffs and everything, Dennis Quaid got back healthy. He started in the playoffs and won their playoff game. Well, he got hurt in the game. Then Jamie came back and closed it out, and then you know that was the end. They won their playoff game. But what makes this funny is Shador Sanders right now on the depth chart is the fourth string quarterback, and Joe Flacco is a starter. so so based on that, um, and those of you that know this movie, I know my veterans do. That makes this pretty funny because it's it's like a similar situation. Like Shador is a star. Jamie was a star. Ended up being the star in this movie. But Shador is the star. Joe Flacco is that seasoned veteran. That's been in the league for a while. Is going to start, and ironically, Shador Sanders wears number 12, and here in the movie he wears 13. So that leads me to this: all hope is not lost for my man Shador, because in the NFL, we've had plenty of quarterbacks that had great success that were late round quarterbacks, and here's just a few in this post. Shout out to Clutch Points on their Instagram. As you can see, the last quarterback in the draft, Brock Purdy, has already played in a Super Bowl, has been in 3 NFC championships already. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl already with the Legion of Boom Seattle Seahawks. You got Dak Prescott, starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Hasn't had the playoff success as everyone else in this picture, um, but um, but he became an elite starting quarterback. And then I don't even have to tell you about Tom Brady's resume.
The goat.
You guys already know about Tom Brady's resume. Oh, you know who he is. Nah, I'm just cheesing. So Shador is in great company. Will he have a career similar to these guys? Is is up to be seen. But he has shown good promise from the snaps that he got in the preseason so far. So, what are your thoughts, Anthony, regarding this post here? Do you
Um,
think do you think Shador will fall in line with a lot of these greats, or do you think he would just do you think he'll become a bust?
like probably in the middle.
I
Like
think he's going to be in the middle.
yeah, like in the middle. Like he's gonna make it far, but he's gonna fall short.
Oh, so you're trying to say he's going to have an average career?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Prime time, don't prime time. Don't try to get my show canceled. No, but it's up to be it's up to be seen. Hopefully, you know, he finds success, which I think he will, and maybe he can turn that Browns franchise around, or he'll do it all the quarterbacks have done before him. Go on, play better, someone else. But let's hope not. Let's hope he has a good career. But I'm not going to torture. I'm not going to torture my man. Um, I'm gonna let him talk about his sport, baseball. You say you thought I was going. You thought I was just gonna. You thought I was going to torment you all day, huh? You thought I was going to torture you, and to- torture you and talk about things you didn't understand. No, we're going to talk about baseball. So I'm gonna let you, since this is your sport, I'm gonna let you lead the way on this. This is the National League standings currently right now, and as you can see, there's multiple teams that are favorite to come out the NL the NL on the National League. You got the Phillies, you got the Mets, you got the Brewers. Uh, I do believe that's the Chicago Cubs.
Yes, it is.
You got the Dodgers, you got the Padres, all of them. Well, the Mets not yet, but but you have one, two, three, five teams with 70 wins already, and then you have the Mets at 67. So, what are your thoughts right now on the National League standings, and what team is standing out to you?
Uh, Probably the Brewers are sitting out because they've like gone to a really bad team to a really really good team. Like they've won 12 games straight last time I checked, and I think that's really good.
Oh yeah, and we run into the run into the as you can say, the home run of the baseball season. Because the playoffs is right around the corner, September.
Mm-hmm.
And September is when it starts. They have maybe about 2 or 3 weeks left in the season, and
No, I think it starts in October.
October. See,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see. You got me. See, I need to step up on my baseball. All right. So, but which? So let me give your early predictions, and you can highlight whatever team that you want. Let's give me your early predictions. Who do you think is going to be in the NLCS?
And the like in the East, Central, or West.
No, no. Who do you think is going to make it to the NLCS? The the National League
Probably.
Championships, the National League Championship Series.
Oof. Um.
Because you have the because you know being from California, you know I bleed Dodger blue. So I gotta always go with my Dodgers, and you over here shaking your head no. Shaking. He's shaking his head no, like no Dodger blue this year. So you don't think they're gonna, they don't have a chance of repeating?
Maybe there's just. I think there is, but I don't think so.
All right. So you think the Brewers are gonna walk out?
Brewers
Go
and
to.
Padres.
What about the Phillies? They're on a hot
Maybe.
streak. They're on a hot stretch right now too.
I think the Padres could beat them.
Oh, you think the Padres is gonna be who? The Dodgers or the
Mm-hmm.
Brewers?
Dodgers.
The Dodgers. Oh man. See, we're gonna have to make a side wager on this. We're gonna have to make a side wager on this. Nah, I'm not gonna do that to you. So But when was the last time you seen multiple teams with 70 plus wins just in one conference?
Uh, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time that happened. Um, my co-host would, because he's very good at all this research. Um, but I'm impressed with the Cubs also as well. Uh, they're overdue. They're overdue for another World Series run. It's been a while for them. It's been a while. But the Brewers, right now they have the best record in the National League. Um, but right now, who do you think is going to secure those wild card spots? Right now, because it looks like it looks like the Brewers. Well, everything is close except for the NL, well, except for the NL East. I think the Phillies is going to lock that up and secure that spot. Um,
So
but but the but the Cubs are still in the hunt for the Central, and the West is up for grabs. Is not for sure. So, who do you think is going to secure those guaranteed playoff spots?
Padres, Dodgers, Brewers. So how many teams can make it? Six.
I believe six. I believe the
Changed
one
it.
and I think one and two, the team with the top two teams records secures the guaranteed playoff spots. Um, it could be all divisional winners. I'm not sure. But everyone else, and then I believe there's like two. I think there's like two or three wild card spots. So it's like limited.
So
Let's see. Let me pull up the MLB playoffs. MLB playoffs. So let's pull. Okay, so yeah, it's six. It's division winners, and then there's three wild cards.
so three teams make it.
Well, a total of six.
So two top two teams technically.
Yeah, the three division winners, and then there's three wild cards.
Okay. So I think Dodgers and Padres are definitely gonna make it. And then honestly, I feel like you know what? Never mind. The Brewers are gonna make it, and the Cubs are gonna make it, and then East is probably already set. The Mets and Phillies.
Um, Mets. Well, I think the Phillies going. They're way out in front right now. They have
Yeah,
a six game lead right now. So I think they're going to lock that up. And then the Brewers right now have a 7 game lead right now on the Cubs. As of these are the standings as of yesterday. But the Dodgers in San Diego, they're gonna have to fight it out for that division.
I think the Dodgers are coming to San Diego soon.
Yeah, so that's going to help determine who's going to win the NOS.
Yeah, I think today is the last game for the Giants and Padres and Rockies and Dodgers. So
Okay. See, I know you knew your baseball stuff, but I gotta ask you this: who is your biggest disappointment? Like, who is you rooting for that you think that was gonna have a great season, but was a disappointment?
probably
Just on the NL on the National League.
oh, I know. Okay. To be honest, Freeman because he didn't start off hot, but now he's getting there. He's starting.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that gets hot in the playoffs.
Same with Kike Hernandez.
Yep, playoff come. And next thing you know, they turn it on. They're not like you who just show as soon as that jersey comes on, you're ready. As soon as you put that jersey on, you're ready. All right. And real quick before we get into the show and tell, let's switch over to the AL, to the American League. Um, as you can see, uh, you got the Detroit Tigers right now with the best record uh, in the American League. They're leading the Central right now by 9.5 games. Um, you got the Toronto Blue Jays currently right now number 2. They have a 4.5 game lead over the Yankees for the AL East. And then you got the Houston Astros that I'm not even gonna call them what my man Tripp called them. I'll take it he's not a Houston Astros fan. Um, but they have a 1.5 lead over the Seattle Mariners. So the West, well, on both sides is in a dogfight.
Yeah.
But the West is in a dogfight. But you got the Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays look like they're going to run away with their divisions, but the Tigers very much so. So what stands out here on the American League side?
It's the Yankees in Boston. They're gonna have to fight it out too. I'm
Uh,
surprised.
they're going to fight for that wild card spot. Yes, they are.
I want to see who. I want to see the that Boston's gonna get that wild card spot.
Let's see. Currently, right now, how the standings are set. Uh, the Yankees, the Yankees, um, the Yankees and Red Sox, right now are going to have that wild card secure. Right now, it's the Kansas City Royals, Seattle Mariners, and the Cleveland Guardians. I hate that name. Will be battling it out for the final wild card. And the Texas Rangers are not too far behind. They're about a 5.5 game. They're out 5.5 games currently, but they have a chance to fight it out for that final wild card spot. So you got the Mariners, Royals, and Cleveland. I'm gonna just call them the Cleveland Indians because that's how I know them as.
Yeah.
You got a 3-way battle for that final wild card spot. So who do you think out of those three?
In
Uh,
Central,
no, that's out of the whole division, the AL wild card.
who's gonna
Uh,
win the
let me see if I can share. Let me see. Let me see if I can.
double share it?
Let me do a share screen so you can see it. Um, all right. Well, I got to put this off. So currently, right now, that's the AL wild card. I wish I could make this thing bigger. I wish I could make this thing bigger, but as of you can see, um, um, there should be a little button in the small corner that has a little square on it that you can click, and it'll make the screen wider. Can you see it on your device?
No. Oh, got it.
Yeah, you should. You see it now.
Yeah, I zoomed in.
All right. So currently, right now, that's a playoff race right now in the American League. So as you can see, Detroit Tigers, of course, they're the number ones. The Blue Jays right now number 2. Astros sitting right now at number 3. as the division leaders, and then you have the three wild card, which is right now the Yankees, Red Sox, and the Mariners. And as you can see, the Royals are 2 games out of that final wild card spot, and the Cleveland Guardians are 3 games out of that wild card spot. And the Rangers right now are 5.5 games out of the final wild card spot. So that's going to be an exciting little dogfight toward the end of the season. But who do you think will win that battle and win that final wild card?
I'm gonna say the Royals, the Kansas City Royals.
Kansas City, and why Kansas City? Why you think why Kansas City?
Because what I saw last year, I feel like they should bring that same momentum that they have last year towards more the end of the year and try to get in the playoffs.
Hmm. Everybody needs to be playing their best baseball right now anyway.
Mm.
So yeah. So hopefully they can swing those bats and turn it up. But who's as of right now is your biggest disappointment
The
in
team,
as a team? Yeah, in the American League,
Baltimore Orioles.
the Orioles.
Yeah,
Mm.
I because in 2023 they were doing really good, and then they fell apart when they lost in the playoffs.
Funny how that works. Like one bad loss in the playoffs sends your franchise into a tailspin, and then the opposite happens. You get one good win, and then you just go on a winning streak, like the Florida Panthers in hockey. Just funny how that works. So you got any final thoughts about the about the MLB?
Nope.
So who's your early prediction to win the World Series?
This is not gonna happen, but the Padres, I know that's not gonna happen, but it probably will be the Dodgers again.
You never know, man. It's baseball. You never know. Baseball is the one sport that miracles can happen. All right. Last thing, then we get into your Q&A. Last thing. Um, we also want to give it. You also want to give a shout out to everyone that has been following our Instagram. This is needs to be updated. Where this my co-host posted this yesterday, and this is already outdated, like severely outdated. Yesterday we were at um, 966 followers, um, with 190 views f- for the month. So just that part right there is amazing. But as of right now, in one day, we're at 978 followers and 191,000 views for the last 30 days. So for all you guys that's been supporting the channel, we want to give you guys this. That's to you guys, man. Without your support, the show will not be successful. So we want to thank all of you guys for that, and also for our YouTube. We were at 206 yesterday when Carlos went live. We're at 212 subscribers now. So this is where we were when Carlos went live yesterday. Right now we're at 212. So we want to thank. I want to take the time to thank everyone for supporting the show. Thank you guys. So now let's get into your Q&A, Mr. Tony. So what do you how you so how do you geez Louise, come on now. I hate when chords get in the way. I hate when chords get in the way. So let's get into your Q&A, man. Let's so we're gonna do basic Q&A based off your bio here. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off here with your number one sport, baseball. So what what side of the ball do you like in baseball? Offense, which is out the outfield. I mean, offense, which is at bat, hitting those dingers, or defense on the outfield or on the mound. What side do you like best?
Defense.
Defense. So you like being out there on that outfield taking people's runs away.
Yes.
All right. So why defense? Why do you prefer defense?
To like get quick outs and let the team know that we're better than them, and then we can go hit and then score more runs than them.
Mm, I like that, man. I like that. Um, I mean, you're one heck of a competitor, and they're gonna see when we get to your footage. But you can hit that thing out the park too.
Yes.
Uh, So what has been your best game offensively? Well,
This year or
it could be this year or it can be all time.
ooh,
Like what was the best game that you swung that bat? It was like every pitch you were just knocking it out of the park.
okay, this is recent. So it was when I was in recently in Texas. I went 3 for 3 first.
Mm,
First at bat, I had a home run. Second
mm.
at bat, I walked. Well, actually 2 for 2, and then the my third at bat, I got a ground rule double.
Nice, nice, nice. That was so 100%. You know how hard that is in baseball to get a 100% at bat. You're successful if you get a 30% batting average. But 100%, man, that is crazy. What did your coach tell you after that game?
It was like with a different team, like they select you and they put you on one team. So they're like, great game, and we'll see you tomorrow, and let's see where we land, and let's play hard.
Okay. And we're gonna stay. Let's stick to baseball. What baseball player inspired you and why?
Um, Probably, no one really inspired me, but like my parents, like my whole family started like my whole family played baseball growing up. So yeah, I love it, and I just like to play the game.
Okay. So what player? Um, what Major League Baseball player do you model your game after?
Like, which one am I most like? Like,
Yeah. What I mean is your play style, how you play now. Um, is it which star in the majors uh, that you want to play like, or when you get out there and you practicing and when you in that bullpen, not bullpen, when you're in that batting cage and you're swinging, that you're like, oh, I want to hit like this guy, or when you're on a mound, I want to pitch like this guy, like
what
what?
I think is that I'm better than them, that to do like that I'm way better than them, and like to just do my best.
He said, I'm better. That is a heck of an answer, man. I love the confidence. Um, but there's got to be at least one um, baseball player that you look up to, like your favorite player. I'll rephrase it. I'll
Yeah,
ask it that way. Like what's your favorite baseball player?
Kike Hernandez.
See, now do you try to uh, do you take bits and pieces of his game and add it to yours?
No, the only like thing that I do is like he plays multiple positions like I do.
Okay, so that's the main thing you like about him,
Yeah.
that he plays multiple positions. All right, all right. So if you could meet Mr. Hernandez, what would be the first thing you tell him?
Um, what made you put in the work and want to make it to this high of a level?
Great question. Great question. So let's get a little bit about your story. So what made you decide to start playing baseball?
So my all my cousins started to play and like, oh, let me give it a shot. So when I started like very young age. So then like I started my first like league and like
Mhm.
I wasn't like the best player. So then like we got a hitting coach and we started hitting and then as time goes on I started to get better and better and then by my second year I was probably like the best on the team
Mm,
and then by the third year same thing best on the team and then now I'm here
okay. So how old were you when you first started?
3.5 years old.
3.5. So at that age, you're playing what, t-ball, right?
Yes.
All right. I know it's going to be hard to remember what you were doing or thinking at 3 years old, but if you can, um, tell us how you feel or you remember feeling the first time you walked up um, in that game playing t-ball and you hit that thing and ran to first base for the first time.
um like I was like trying to swing as hard as I can and like just try to hit the ball, just try to make contact.
But how was that feeling though? To know
Good,
that you for the first time in your life you made it to first base in an
pretty
actual
good,
game.
good.
Now from T-ball, I think from there you guys go to what, coach pitch, right? Have you ever did coach pitch?
Yes,
All right. Do you remember how old you were when you did coach pitch?
like I took a break from like baseball for like I started back at like 7 years old. So
Okay.
like, I don't know, like 7,
So you say
8.
about 7 you did coach pitch.
Yeah, and like kid pitch, so it was mix.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those combinations
Mhm.
that you got a chance to get a pitch from another player and your coach. All right, all right, so that's pretty good. Um, so so you took what? So you started at 3, then you took a few years off, came back when you were a little bit older.
Mhm.
And then you did mention that around that time you weren't the best player, but then later on you became the best player. So I'm assuming you put in that work.
Mhm.
So what was the biggest difference that you noticed from when you started until when you came on at 7 after you took that time off? What was the biggest difference besides you being older?
That I like that it was like way different than like just a ball right here swinging, then a ball coming here, then swinging.
Yeah, I was like, that's a huge difference. Like the ball's actually coming at me this time. I'm not
Yeah.
just sitting here, just it's not sitting on a pole, and I'm just gonna hit it. So I'm gonna take us back to memory lane. I want you to paint the picture of how you felt when you got your first hit on an actual pitch. So take us back to memory lane to that day when you got your first hit and you made it to first base on an actual pitch.
So it was on coach pitch, and I hit it to right field. And I remember just like swinging as hard as I can, and then just letting go of the bat, and then just like stomping on first base. And now I was on there.
Did you do I don't know if you've seen that movie Hardball, but did you do a G baby when he got his first hit? When he hit first base, he started jumping up and down and dancing and everything.
No.
When he If you never watched Hardball, man, you gotta watch Hardball, man. That was a beautiful baseball movie, man. That was a beautiful baseball movie. You gotta watch that. It's gonna touch your soul. I'm gonna tell you that much. But that's a huge milestone. Growing up, hit, and then you taking the year, you come out, you hitting your first actual pitch. UMC is a big deal. You remember the whole story. You hit it to right field, got to first base, and then you spun around and did your no, I'm just kidding. But that was an amazing feeling. So so when did you start playing more competitive baseball and traveling?
mm, like 10 years old.
Around so recent?
Yeah, 9, 10, 9 years old, 10 years old.
Okay. So is that when you so that's when you started travel. When you started travel. Do you remember the name of the what was the name of the team that you were on? Or was it the same one that you're on now?
No, it's disruptors
The Raptors? Okay. Do you so tell us about that transition from going from coach pitch to
to which
travel. Uh well, go from coach pitch to real pitching and then going to travel.
it honestly like felt the same. They kind of pitched the same a little bit. I do remember my first hit. It was a hit to right, and it was actually a triple.
On the actual pitch.
Yes,
And that was what, at 9 years old or
9. Yeah,
at nine? So I'm guessing your coach saw that and was like, "We're gonna put this boy on the travel team
yeah.
because he be hitting those bombs." So I gotta ask you, wood or on the metal, which bat do you like the best?
The Rawlings icon.
See, he knows more about it. He knows the names of the bats. I only know wood and metal. I know you're thinking like, how do you become a host of a podcast and you don't know diddly squat about baseball? No. All right. So let's get back to it. You started. So now we're at travel. You got your Raleigh's your favorite bat in your hand, and you crack it, and then you crack a home run.
I didn't have a home run yet. I didn't have the that bat yet. It didn't come out yet. I got it like last year, 2024, October.
You haven't hit a home run with your new bat yet.
Yes, I have 4 with my new one.
See, four. See, I'm trying to paint the story of when you hit the home run with your new bat. Matter of fact, I need to start yapping, and I'm just gonna let you tell the story, because it'll sound better coming from you than me. So tell us the
So
story about that first home run with your new bat.
so I had a different bat. I've had a lot of bats. So I had a Meta. I don't know what company it's from. So I walk up to bat, just normal, like first inning, like 0-0. And I just like, oh, I just want to hit it, just like up the middle or something.
Mm.
And then I hit it like really far to center field. It goes over like a protection net and hits a palm tree. And while I'm rounding the bases, it feels like I was in a dream.
Man, that's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is when that happens. That's how it is. So so you made the leap to travel, and you just kept your foot forward. Um, you kept your foot forward. So tell us about the transition, from when you were 9, starting off then, and then um, graduating to the national team that you're on now.
The 10U or the 11U team right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's like a huge difference because the coaching is like really good and like way better. And my coach actually played in the MLB for a few years,
Uh,
and my dad helps coach sometimes, so it's kind of nice having him around because he's usually at work, and I like to like him coaching and teach me on the field and off the field.
Oh, you see, you hear that, Dad? You hear that, Dad? He loves having you out there with him. So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Keeping keeping Anthony motivated. So and give a shout out to your coach as well. I know the audience who's not familiar with your coach. Tell them who your coach is.
Uh, Trevor Brown,
Do y'all
Buster
know?
Posey's backup catcher.
See, he even he answered he answered the question before I even asked it. See, we're here. See, see we're here. So
Can
we're
I
here.
give can I give him a shout out on Instagram?
You sure can.
So Trevor Brown instruction.
Trevor Brown instruction on Instagram, like my man said, go follow, and and that's yeah, just go follow.
I think
Yeah.
on his page, the it should be pinned. I should be interviewing him for the Slide podcast.
Oh yeah, we gonna get on we gonna get onto that. So you a field reporter for the Slide podcast as well?
Yes.
Awesome. See, I was gonna get into that after we talked about your accomplishments, but since you brought it up, let's pivot to the slideshow podcast. So I've been following that podcast for quite a while. So it's pretty nice show, and I know it's 100% geared to baseball. So I like that he's giving you guys an outlet to talk. But what stands out, sets his show apart, man, is the field reporting, and he
Yes.
has like 30 field reporters now. It's like every time I look up and there's another field reporter, and I think that's what caught my attention is when I saw you on there, and then I went on your page and saw how you were just knocking the ball out the park, and I said, no, we got to get Mr. Cruz on here. So, but how did you get your start on the Slideshow podcast?
So we just recently came back from Florida for my 10th birthday. I just turned 10, and they're like, "Do you want to come on the show?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So we do the show, and like a few months later, they're like, "Do you want to be a field reporter? We'll hook you up with some stuff." And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" So I started with two of my friends, and like I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then like I got nervous, like because the whole thing is like to interview your friends and like other people. So then I started like to get like used to it, like just joined a new team and then like interviewing them and then like doing like a lot more other random people. Cause when I first started, like I did like 8 interviews that day.
Wow, that's a lot of interviews.
Yeah,
For your first time, man. You jumped
second
out the
second time.
oh the second time.
Yeah.
So you just jumped out the dugout swinging.
Hmm.
So so how is it's a huge difference than interviewing somebody face to face than it is like we're doing right now.
Hmm.
It's a big difference. But um how well let me ask you this. What is the biggest person that you have interviewed so far?
Ooh, I get this question asked a lot. So, um, either probably Joey Estes on the A's.
Wow, you got to end it. Wow. Wait, I bet you were like, what do I ask him? Now, how did you prepare yourself for that interview?
So me and my mom like ask each other questions and like we figure something out. So like that's and then she writes it down and then that's how we remember.
Awesome. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have next time we have the next baseball star that we bring on this show. If you're available, I'm gonna have you come on and interview him.
Okay.
It should be, but it's not gonna be a field report though. Ah,
Okay.
bummer. Ah, bummer. Nah.
Need those views.
But yeah, well, definitely. Then you can hit them, ask them those hard hitting questions, like those hard hitting questions, make him go like this, rub his chin. If you get him to, you give him the rub his chin, then you are amazing interviewer. No, but so you and your mom got together and you did like a mock interview with your mom to get you ready um for that big interview.
Yeah.
Now, it's one thing practicing on your mom, then it's another when you finally meet him face to face. So when you met him face to face, did everything that you worked on with your mom, did it go out the window and you just standing there like, oh my gosh, or were you just like, I got this?
Yeah. I was like, I got this.
So you
I
didn't
was
let go
because
ahead.
my coach, like that's his cousin, so we got to go in like the field like early to like check out everything.
Mhm.
And I actually interviewed two of the A's players, Joey Estes and Drew Davis, I think. And I got both of my balls signed by them, and my friend got some signed balls by them too.
Awesome. See, you need to see what you should do is get you a separate page for your interviews and just put them all together. You can throw them on YouTube, TikTok, however you want to do it, and just put your interviews right there, man. Because I gotta go check out that Estes video after we wrap up this show. I have to I have to see. I got to see your skills. Well, I've seen your skills. That's why you're here. But I want to see
Hmm.
your skills with interviewing him. You probably interviewed him better than I'm interviewing you right now. My man's clutch. So only thing is the slideshow podcast. He doesn't. They're not live.
uh, they,
That's the only big difference, right?
no, they go live on I think Spotify, and that's all I know. Spotify and Apple Music.
No, I'm talking with your field interviews. So you do
Oh
them.
yeah,
You do
they
those live.
no, we don't do those live. They post. They like we get it done. Their team edits it and they like post it.
Okay. But that's still pretty cool, man, for your age to go out there and do field reporting for the sport that you love. I think that's pretty cool. Man, you giving me an idea. Maybe I need to get maybe I need to get us a field reporter and just go out there and. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But we hopefully we'll get there one day. So be ready, sports live field report from such and such and such and such. Here's my man, Mr. Cruz, interviewing Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat trader. No, I'm just kidding. And then just pop up and show you a video like, hey, this is Anthony Cruz live here at the such and such arena with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, how you doing? And he's like 18 feet tall, so you got to put the microphone way up here. no, but, no, I like that. That's pretty cool that you doing field reporting. And then we had your buddy on here that was also a field reporter, Mr. Tripp. We had him on here a couple weeks ago too.
Drip dog?
So, yeah, that guy. Yeah, we had him on here too, and you guys pretty much started about the same way. You know, he was like, "Hey, you want to do it? Sure, why not?" And just hit the ground rolling. But but I think it's pretty cool. Who knows? One day you might have your own show.
Maybe.
It took him a long time to respond to that. He's like, "All right, so let's pivot back to your accomplishments here." So it says here, based on your bio, that you completed in the All Ripken Games and the USSSA All American Games. So tell us a little bit about that. We can start with the All Ripken Games. So how did you get selected to play for the All Ripken Games? Besides the fact that you're an excellent baseball player.
So they come in and like look at your Instagram account and they like study, I think, and they like send you a video and you have to do like a video to tell them like about like yourself and stuff. And then they send you to this really cool complex. Like it was really nice, like water slides, like a whole like indoor batting cage, like all turf fields, like a like store of like food. Just the only
Uh,
like bad part was there's no internet.
they want you out to focus on baseball. That's why.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So they pretty much so it's almost like you have to audition. They're like they send you a video, then you have to send one back before they select you. So it's
No,
kind
they
of
select you, then you send them the video, and then you go.
also that's what they selected you.
Yeah, and
Then you
then
send
you
them.
send video, and then they like show videos about you, and then yeah.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. So when you got there, what was your first reaction when you arrived?
My first reaction was like, "This is the weather I'm playing in, and these are the nice fields I'm playing in."
Was it your first time playing on those type of fields?
No, I've played on those kind of fields multiple times.
Oh, so you already knew. It's like
Yeah.
so it's pretty good. So tell us a little bit about about your experience down there. A little bit uh, about the games and your overall experience.
Yeah, it was really cool. The the food was amazing. Um, what else? The fields were really, really nice. There were like some short fields and some big fields. There was a water slide too. And they like at the last 2 days they had like an Easton like truck show up like with some gloves and bats and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh, it's pretty cool. So from there, you went to the. So you also participated in the USSA All American Games. So same question. Um, how did you get selected there, and tell us a little bit about the overall experience.
So you have
Um,
to be in like a certain tournament in like Arizona. So they like there's like scouts that come to your game. They scout you, they see how you do, and then they select you, and then you go to Florida. So then so then they do like a little showcase kind of thing. You're already put on a team. They do a showcase, and then they introduce your team. You go on a red carpet with like a bunch of fireworks, and then all the fields were turf, really nice, and yeah.
so if you can rate your experience at the All Ripken Games and the USSA All American Games on a scale from 1 to 10, how do you rate both? How do you rate both events?
Probably a 10.
A 10 for both, man. Y'all get a man. Y'all did your job, man. Y'all, y'all impress. Y'all impress. Y'all impress my boy. All right, so you have an amazing story, an amazing journey, and amazing accomplishments. But as of recently, there was one event that you did recently that was pretty big. You participated in the Perfect Game All State tournament. So
Yes.
so 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 let's tell us a little bit how about that. How did you get selected there, and your overall experience there at that tournament?
So they, I don't know what it's called, but like there's this little like game called like X, not game, but like a social media called X or something. And my mom like puts all my like hits and stuff on there. So
Mhm.
PG went to look on that in my Instagram, and then they said they selected me. They put you on a team, and like yeah, you play.
So with baseball, is it's a lot of if you go out there and you do your you play ball and you perform at a high level that you get selected to play at these big events. It's not like you just sign up and I'm going. It's like no,
Mhm.
baseball is like invite only.
Kind of.
Like they bring so that's when you know you're actually going against the best players in your age because
Yes.
you guys are all selected.
Mm.
So last question about that. Um, so what is one big event that you would love to be selected for that you're looking forward to participating in?
I would want to. I would want to do the all Ripken games again. I really like that.
Oh, okay. So you had a great experience. You want to go back.
Yes.
But let me ask you this: if there's an event that you haven't done yet that you would love to do, either this year or when you get older, what would you love to do? Because there's one event in your sport that very few players ever got to do. That's on national TV.
Little League World Series.
Yes. What
I
would you
would,
do? What would you do if you next year when you're 12 and if you get selected? Because I think that they only select 12-year-olds. So if you
um
got selected for that and you got the chance to play on national TV, like what would you do and what would be your reaction if you got that phone call? Or if your mom got that phone call and just told you like, guess what, Anthony? You get to play for the West.
so here's the thing. You have to play Little League to get in it, but there's no Little League where I like around where I live, so I don't have a chance to get on the in the Little League World Series, but if I did,
San
I
Bernardino.
I would probably be like surprised and happy that I made it and like all that hard work paid off. And like before, like I would probably put in a lot more work because how hard those kids are throwing and how better they are.
Oh man, yeah. I seen just recently a kid threw an 80-mile-an-hour fastball.
Hmm.
That's crazy that a 12-year-old is trying to hit a ball from what is it, 60 feet out, coming at you at 80 miles an hour. That's like a 110-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you. So that'll be amazing, man. I would love to see that, just to hear on the TV, like Anthony Cruz batting from the Little League World Series, and they put all of your likes and everything on there. Like his favorite food is tacos. He's- all right, I asked this to every baseball player, so I got to ask you this: what is your go-to walkout song?
um, what's it called? I gotta think of it.
Come on, you gotta know your walkout song.
I have it on my playlist. Um.
Uh, I would have you play it, but for
Oh.
copyright reasons, I can't.
Oh. I. It's All of the Lights by Kanye West.
You didn't know? Remember that? No, I'm just kidding. I remember that song. All of yeah, that's a very, very, very. I can't say what I want to say, man. It's a kid show, but that's a very cool walkout song. Just to come out and they're playing all of the lights, and then you coming out there swinging your back, which are looking all swaggy because baseball players have the best swaggiest gear when they on game day. I am so jealous. Like, well, you guys get all the cool stuff. You walk out, uh, you got your slide mitt in your back pocket. You got your cool shades on. You got your hat. You got your batting gloves. You're putting your batting gloves on. Man, y'all got all the swaggy stuff, man. Why y'all get all the good stuff?
um, I feel like all like I think baseball is like a really expensive sport.
Did your mom tell you to say that?
No, but like sometimes you get sponsored by a lot of stuff, and you get like cool stuff that they send you.
I think my man Pee Wee and the Sandman that I had on here will have something to say about that being the most expensive sport. Combat sports is very expensive too.
Yes.
You got you guys is expensive because of all the gear and travel.
Mhm.
Theirs is so expensive because their events they have to go to them. They're not in their neck of the woods. So they spend more money on travel. But you guys have all that fly gear. All right. Last question. Um, Speaking of combat sports, since you do jujitsu, how long have you been doing uh jujitsu, and have you competed competitively in it yet?
I've started since I was 3, and when I was 7 or like 6, I won my first 2 medals.
Awesome. So when
First
we get
place.
so when we get to show and tell, man, you can show us those medals. You know what? You might as well just have mom go get them right now because we're
I
about to
have
get
them
in.
in my room.
Yeah, just have mom go get them right now because we're about to get into the show and tell.
Okay.
We're about to get into the show and tell before I keep you on here too late. So that was so that's pretty cool. So what got you started in doing in jujitsu?
My dad wanted to know how to like self defense, like to know how to fight, so like to protect myself from anything.
And then it taught you a lot of discipline
Mhm.
because I can tell by you're a well-mannered young man. So that taught you a lot of discipline, how to control yourself, and all that good stuff. So funny thing is when you know you can defend yourself, you don't go out there looking for trouble.
Yeah.
You don't have that, oh, I gotta scream and holler, let everybody know that I'm tough attitude. You just mellow
Hmm.
and you just be cool. So that's pretty cool. What so what belt are you now? Like
So it's
what's
like
your rank?
I haven't done it in a little bit because of baseball and stuff. So I'm a gray belt right now.
And that's still impressive. So your next goal is become black belt, right?
No, it's blue or yellow.
But you
I
want to
think
be
it's yellow.
but you want to be a black belt, right?
Yeah.
You want to be a black belt, right?
Yeah.
So one of these days you gotta get ready to for those tests. So the next up is blue, and then yellow, then black. It's pretty cool. Last question, then we're gonna go into your show and tell. Um, last question, then we can go into your show and tell. Because man, this interview has been so good. I can ask you questions all night, but we got to get into your show. Well, we got to get into your show and tell. Um, what if there's one? Because you do multiple sports, so this question is kind of difficult. Because you've already done football, you're doing jujitsu, you play basketball. So if there's one sport, or it don't even have to be a sport. It could be like like a recreation activity like skiing or something. If there's one
Mhm.
thing that you haven't tried that you would love to do, what is it and why?
I would wanna like probably skydive.
Oh my! So now your mom is probably hated me for asking that question. She's probably like, "You're not why you living in my house." So why skydiving, man? Why skydiving?
I wanna I wanna feel like a free bird, like a little bird,
You
like
want
in
to
the
feel
air.
like a free bird in the air, just
Yeah.
shh,
Superman.
at least for about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, pretty cool. So let's get into your show and tell. Um, First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna show your pictures, and you just tell us a little story behind it. And I didn't ask you about the positions that you play because you play multiple positions. So while I'm bringing this out, let everybody know besides pitcher and catcher, what other positions that you play.
I can play anywhere but shortstop and second base.
So you play every position but shortstop and second base.
Yeah, and not really first base.
Okay, but being in multiple positions, athlete is pretty good. Now, which one is the toughest position?
Catcher.
Catcher. Y'all all say that. Not to put my man Trip on blast, but he said he can't. He hates catcher. He said he hates it with a passion. But yeah, I can see being a catcher in baseball and a goalie in hockey. I think are the two most difficult positions ever in sports.
Yes.
So here we are. We got you all swagged out here. I told you guys have all the best gear. Look at
Hmm.
you. You got those cool glasses on. You got the cool lid. You guys always play with those cool baseball lid. Man, you guys are just spoiled. Baseball players, you guys are spoiled, man.
Yeah.
But all right. So talk about this picture here and what event you were at.
So I was so there's two teams. There's like a national team and like the OG team. So two of my friends were helping out with the OG team and we're like, "Oh, it's okay. We'll do like pretty good." So we did we went 1-1 the first day, and then the second day we won all our games and then we won the championship.
Nice. So this is the TBI National.
Yes. No, this is TBI OG. Well, aka TBI Knights.
With a name like that, you guys might as well be the national team. Call yourselves the OG. That means y'all the best of the best. No, and tell us where you got them shades from. Those are pretty cool.
Oakleys.
Those are pretty cool, man.
Those are Oakleys.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. I and you out there blinging with that nice ring on your finger. All right. So, so tell us a little bit about this one.
So catching with like this is a photo that my mom posted for like the brand that I'm sponsored by. Dirty Mids. Is it okay if I like shout them out?
It's your sponsor, of course, man. You better shout out your sponsor.
Or like dirtymids.com and my code is CL Antman24.
Okay. I'm gonna have you put that in the private chat so we can put it on the show. Do you see it? I know you're on your device. It's different than mine. If you can, I don't know. If you can see the private chat. Go ahead and put that in there, and then we'll put it
Yeah,
on the screen.
I don't see it.
Oh, jeez.
And then I
All
am
right,
sponsored.
just put it in the regular. You can put it in the regular chat then.
Okay. I don't know where that is, I don't think.
It should be if you don't see it there. It's different on your device. I'm on the. I wish I could walk you through it, but I know it's different on your device than mine. I
Yeah.
re- I rarely go on it on that device, so
Yeah. And then I am
that's
sponsored by 33 Glove. My code is Antman15. I actually have the gloves right here.
pretty cool. So that's why the show and tell is so cool. So I tell you what, have your mom send me that information
Hmm.
to to my Instagram, and then if I get it in time before the show is over, I'll put it on. We'll put it on the episode
Okay.
because we definitely want you to get a shout out from. We definitely want you to shout out your sponsors.
Hmm.
All right, so that's pretty cool. And all right, am I still there? Okay, cool. So this is you playing catcher again, and a lot, and it looks like you're about ready to go to work. You're about to get that pitch. Do you know what you called? Do you remember?
Fastball away, probably.
Did you guys get them? Did you get them out?
Yeah, that's strike three. Actually, we got a ground out to first base, I'm pretty sure.
Nice. I'm glad that you remember that. So is catcher your favorite position?
Hmm.
I can tell because this is. I think this is you again. How much does all that gear weigh? I've always wanted to ask that
It doesn't weigh too much, to be honest.
because I talked to a hockey player and he said that the gear that hockey gear, the goalie gear is. I think he said about 50, 60 pounds.
Really?
That's what he told me. I can only go by what he said. I don't know. I've never played hockey in my life. I've never put on that gear or never held it, so I don't know what what it is. for an adult athlete. I know for a young youth hockey, I know dang on well it doesn't weigh that much for like a youth hockey player.
Yeah.
There's no way a 80-pound kid can get around with 60-pound gear. So let's get into the next. That's you again, looking swagged out.
Hmm.
Do you, is this the same team or the national team?
National team. Those
The-
those three that you just showed were the national team.
Okay, so what's the biggest difference in those two
Um,
teams?
we have so on the OG team, there's like they're good. They're like quick, and then on the national team, we have some big boys, like some chunky boys.
Why do you say chunky?
Most of them are chunky because our coach calls us donkeys.
Wow, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm not gonna never call my players no donkeys. All right. So, do you know? Remember which event you were at in this picture?
The NCS San Diego World Series.
Nice. He remembers the whole name. So, how did that World Series end for you?
Pretty good. We didn't win it, but we still. I honestly had a great time. On one of the games, I threw a combined no hitter, and I got a the NCS MVP.
Nice.
There's a. It's the thing that the cover is for the like this show.
Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and talk more about that.
Yeah. So I pitched like the first like 4 innings, and then my friend came in and he like shook everyone out, and we won the game by a lot. And the umpire's like, "Hey, come on, um, can we give you?" And they gave me the MVP, and they took a photo, and then I was on their Instagram page.
Nice. And that's like a picture for a baseball card right there.
Mhm.
It's gonna be on your baseball card. Like, so that's pretty cool. I'm glad I put that on. That's why I'm glad I put this on the advertisement on the show. So now every time everybody see it, they know the story behind it. That you won MVP.
Mhm.
And then of course, like I said, you guys are spoiled. Look at that cool lid. Goes with the goes with the outfit, and then the MVP medal just ties it all together.
Yeah.
All right, and there you go. There you are again with another ring.
Okay, this one is probably my favorite one that I won because this was with the Knights, the OG team. So the semifinals, we're playing probably the best 10U team in like the nation. So because we played their organization, we played their 11U organization, so we played their 10U team. So we they pitched me the whole game, and I had 5 strikeouts, and I
Mm,
only gave up 1 run.
Man, that's pretty cool. Man, if that doesn't get you in the Little League World Series, nothing else will.
And then the
And then,
next game, we won the championship on like a. So my friend was. So I came up to bat with the runner on first. I'm like, I need to get a hit. So then they call time, and they're like, batter, go to first base. They intentionally walk me. So then my friend comes up, he hits a double and scores two to untie the game, and then we won that game, 1-3, the
man,
semifinals.
that's impressive. Like, very impressive. Very, very impressive. So we're almost through. One thing I want to say is Is that your sponsored glove right there that you have in your hand in this picture?
Wilson? No, I'm not sponsored by Wilson.
Oh, they look the same. The
Yeah.
ones that the ones that you just showed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, those are your batting gloves.
Yeah.
Duh. Duh. Let me move on so I quit embarrassing myself. And there you are playing your favorite position. Your Triple love you on his team because he's like, oh, I don't have to play catcher. Put Tony back there. All right, that looks. Is that the same? Is that
Tournament?
the is that the same tournament from this one, or is it a
No,
different one?
different. It's the one. That's the tournament that we won, and when I pitched in the semifinals.
Oh, okay, pretty cool. And let's get to the last one here. This one. See, when I did the advertisement, I was gonna pick the one that I chose, or this one. But you're gonna let me know if I made the right decision. Okay. I was gonna pick this one.
Yeah, I think you made the right decision.
I was gonna pick this one because I was like, he's pitching, and whoever took this picture took it at the right time before you let it fly.
My mom has a camera and she takes pictures of the team.
Mm, and she has very good talent because this is a very good action shot right here. You about to cut the wind in half.
That was the game that I threw the combined no hitter and I won the MVP.
Nice. So these were the same event,
Yes.
pretty much. Nice. I like that. So you ready to go through your videos,
Mhm.
go through your clips? So now we told them about how good you are. Now we're going to show them
How good?
how good you are. All right, so we have about 10 clips here. This first one's about 28 seconds long. I'm going to play it in its entirety, then you can talk about it.
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice rip, dude.
That's where a fence would have been a lot better.
Oh, yeah, it would have probably been gone. Nice. Nice. Run. Go look at the ball.
Atta boy, Ant.
Nice triple, Ant.
Was that the triple you were talking about earlier?
No.
Alan, before you tell your story, I just want to say, um, there's two sounds in sports that you love to hear. In basketball, it's the swish when you shoot, and baseball is the sound of that bat cracking that ball. But before you tell your story, I just want to ask you this question: is it true that you know how far the ball is going by the sound it makes when it makes contact with the bat? Is
A
that
little
true?
bit. Sometimes.
Oh, okay. Because I heard a lot of baseball players tell me that. Like I knew it was all apart by the way it sounded when I made contact. But go ahead. Tell your story. Tell your story.
So that game, like I was hitting third, and the teammate before like hit that exact same hit, but the center fielder like just got there. So then I'm like, okay, let me do the same thing, but let me get it past him. So I do it, and then I get to third, and then I'm like, probably the farthest hit ball I've ever hit.
Man, that is pretty amazing. Like you already knew that was where you were going, and you did it. Man, that's impressive. Very impressive. All right, this next one's about 11 seconds long.
Oh, nice. Okay. Way to be ready, kid.
Also, he tried to shotgun you.
Yeah, I think that was my friend pitching. That was the no, that wasn't the OG. That was national.
That was that. Oh, so you was catcher?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was you. Got made that play. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. Shout out to your friend though. That was an amazing play he just made. But the show's not about him. It's about you.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh, got him. Beyond out.
Man, you already knew you had him out because before he even caught the ball, you was walking off the field.
So I trust like my shortstop to be there. So like if I know it's a good throw and like he can get it, I'm like, oh, all right, let's walk back to the dugout.
Man, that's impressive. That means y'all got great chemistry together then.
Mhm.
Like you just let it fly, and then you just took your hat off and walked toward the dugout before he even caught the ball. I mean, that was pretty cool, man. That's great team chemistry right there. All right, let's get to the next one. Dang, that interview took a long time. So
So just a little routine catch in the outfield, just like catching it and then making sure the runner doesn't go to third.
you kind of like froze him at second.
Yeah.
He was like, "You're not going anywhere."
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the next clip. Next. Man, anybody that say baseball players aren't real athletes need to go somewhere. That's an
Yeah.
athlete. That was a very athletic play right there.
So my like the person that said let's go, Anthony, they like I'm really close buddies with him. So I he's like stressed because he made a like few mistakes. So then it's hit to me. I'm like, I gotta make this play for him. So then I dive and make the play, and then I go give the ball back to him, and he's like, "Thank you so much." and then like I'm like, "You're welcome." And then yeah, it was probably my favorite play I've made.
Man, that's pretty cool, man. I see. That's why I love doing these show and tells, man. I love the story behind these plays, man. That was pretty. That was a pretty cool story that you did for your friend there. Kind of eased his stress and made a play for him.
Hmm.
I'm talking about. All right, this next one's a pretty quick one. It's about 7 seconds, so don't blink. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go.
Good job, man.
So me pitching, probably like tight situation, like we're up 4-6. We needed that out for like to do like I think a special play. So we get that out and yeah, we get I shook the next batter out. So yeah.
I think that's the second best sound in baseball when you're when you're on the other side because you said you love defense. So when you're making that pitch, all you want to hear is that ball hitting the glove. That's all you want to hear. You don't want to hear nothing else.
Well, for my other favorite is putting pine tar on, and then I always do this. I grab my bat and then grab my where the pine tar is and goes.
Man, you got to sample that sound for me. You want to sample that sound for me. All right, this next one's a little bit longer. It's about 22 seconds.
I think I might know what video this is.
I would ask you to describe it, but I don't want to spoil it.
Okay.
In case you're right, I don't want to spoil it. What up, Travell? This is before we play. I want to give a shout out to my god brother and the creator of that cool entrance music that you heard when we came on. That was his voice that you were hearing. Shout out to my man Travell. And he's playing your second favorite sport, baseball. Came right on time, Travell. All right. Let's get to it.
It wasn't the one I was expecting. That was the OG team. The tournament where two of my friends helped out.
But just a disclaimer, Anthony, I wasn't doing that to the screen because of your play. I was doing that because I didn't want to watch what the umpire adjust himself. But my brother said nice swing. So that was pretty cool. We might have to have you call in a minute, Travell. All right, let's get to the next video. This one's about 15 seconds.
So I was actually like really risky because my coach said like next time that happens to go. So I went, and thankfully he dropped the ball because we needed runs. It was like 8-5 us. We needed runs. So yeah, I just said screw it and just went as fast as I can.
Man, that was like a bang bang play. Like I was just a bang bang play. It's just next thing you know, he dropped the ball. Then next thing you know, you was there, and he's like, oh, try to make a play. But I think you were
Safe.
safe. All right, this one's a little long. It's about 37 seconds. So
Okay, I might know what it is. Maybe.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that. All right, let's get it. What'd you bring in? 3 runs?
Yeah, 3 runs. 2, my teammates and me.
So
So
that was a 2 RBI home run.
yeah.
See, I know a little bit about baseball.
3. It's actually 3 because you count 2.
See, I didn't see. I need to update my knowledge on the baseball rules. So 3 RBI home runs. See, Travell, that's your fault. You're supposed to teach me that.
My 4th one. That was my 4th home run. And then it was 3-3. No. 4-3. We were winning, and then I scored, and then that made it 7-3.
And then I guess I put the game out of reach, right?
We lost on a walk-off grand slam.
What?
Yeah.
Man, I know that. I know you were upset.
Yeah, I was.
I'll be upset too. You weren't pitching, I know.
Oh, thank God.
Nah, you don't give up no walk-off grand slams.
Yeah.
He's like, no, thing. Like, no, it wasn't me. Don't put my name out there, dude. I wasn't the one pitching. All right, we got 2 left. This one's about 34 seconds. Let me see. Can you guess which one it is?
Yes, actually, I know what it is. Maybe we'll
You
see.
want
We'll see.
you want to take a guess before I play it,
My,
or
I think it was my third home run.
the third home run? Ooh, let's see. Let's see if you're right.
Mhm.
Go, baby!
Huh? Isn't that what they call an inside the park home run?
Yeah.
So technically, it was a home run. It's probably won your third one.
No, it was my 20 something, 22nd or 23rd.
So why you gonna do me like that, Anthony? I'm over here talking about your third home run. You're like, no, that's my 22nd, 23rd.
inside the park home run.
Hey, home run's a home run.
Yeah.
All right, last but not least, this one's 31 seconds.
No, I don't think so.
You have no clue?
No.
Maybe it's your home run. Who knows? Let's find out.
So that day, that was the tournament where that was my third home run, and then the next day, I think that was one of the recent videos. That was the next day I hit my fourth home run.
It's pretty cool, and I appreciate the thumbs up. I thought that was pretty cool. Thank you for that. So I put you on the big screen because we just finished the show and tell. So that was pretty amazing, pretty amazing show and tell. We had we told them a little bit about you with the Q&A. That was like a very lengthy Q&A because man, you had a lot to talk about. So I could have ended the show after that Q&A because that Q&A was very impressive. So we could have ended it after that, but we wouldn't be the Be Ready Sports podcast if we didn't add layers to it. So that's why our show is a little bit longer than all the traditional, interview podcasts you've been on.
Yeah.
You do your interview about 45 minutes, then you're done. But no, not to
Yeah.
Be Ready. We gotta put some swag to it. So we get the show and tell, and you got to crank up. So let me give you my final thoughts on everything that I saw coming from here. No, I'm just playing. Let me not keep you in suspense. Pretty impressive. Not pretty. It's impressive, man. You're a very powerful, strong kid. Man, very powerful, strong kid. Get that, get that arm a little bit stronger. You put zip on it already. But the play that I liked the most was when I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think it was this one.
Oh, nice.
This
That
was
was
the one that I was catching.
That was your friend.
Yeah, that was my friend.
No,
We look
it is.
identical.
It is the one that you were catching. It was the
Oh,
one. It was the one when you took off when you picked
yes.
off the runner at second.
Where I just walked off.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the most impressive one that I've seen out of all of your highlights. So, um, being a dominant catcher and a pitcher is going to take you far in your sport. So keep it up. Keep improving in those areas. Um, and being a consistent hitter, keep that up. And when you get in that batter's box, pressure yourself to hit more on more difficult pitches. Like turn that thing up,
Hmm.
and so you can get ready, get prepared for the next level. Like
Yeah.
don't be satisfied where you're at. You're good at where you're at. Get better. Turn that up. Turn that up a couple more miles per hour, so you can get used to hitting high school level pitches.
Hmm.
I know you're only in the sixth grade. They're like Coach T, slow down. He's he got 2 years to go. No, just prepare yourself right now. I don't want to throw your timing off, so that's why I said do a couple more miles an hour. I don't want you to go. Let me crank it up to 95 and see if I can hit it. And it throws your timing off because you get yourself used to hitting those fast pitches. It'll mess you up for your grade because then you won't be able to hit those 60, 70 mile per hour pitches. So don't do it touring it up too much, but try working on that. Um, but you got your dad there. You got a coach in the house,
Hmm.
so I know that's helping. That's helping you a lot. But keep it up, man. Um, we are impressed, and we want to. We're going to offer to bring you back. And I also want to see your interview skills live and in color on the Be Ready Sports podcast. So I'll probably bring you back on when we have our next baseball player. Let me look at my calendar of appointments. No, I'm just kidding. Calendar of appointments. Who comes up with things like that? Where is he? No, he's not a baseball. He's not a baseball player. Um, he plays baseball and football. Don't count. October 18th.
October 18th.
That's Saturday. Mark your calendar. Let me know if you got something coming up. But mark your
Mhm.
calendar because you will be I'm gonna see if you're gonna be interviewing this guy.
Okay.
So when we end the show, we'll go over the particulars. But you'll be entering that guy. That's the next full time baseball player that I got. I
Okay.
was gonna I was gonna say Mr. Connor Jett, but he plays baseball, but he's mainly football.
Okay.
All right. So normally at this time we'll take calls from the audience, but I've kept you on here for 2 hours already. So I think I might need to let you go. So I know it's still pretty early where you're at, so you gotta eat and all that, but kept you on here for over 2 hours, man. You
It's
probably
okay.
probably, probably mad at me, like, come on, dude, wrap this show up, man. I'm ready to go. He asking me all these questions. No. But what we're gonna do is I didn't get your sponsorship stuff. I wanted to add it on here, but remind everyone, you give your final shout outs. Um, talk about your sponsors. Please send that information to me because I need to put this in the description of the video.
Okay.
Uh, and tell everybody how they can find you on your social medias.
Okay. So 33 gloves. My code is Antman15, and Dirty Mids CL Antman24. And check out the Slide podcast and my account Anthony Cruz 24.
That's for what? Instagram, right?
Yes, all
And you,
that is Instagram.
and you said you had an ex, or your mom does.
This?
No,
Yeah,
you said
X. I think X.
formerly Twitter.
I don't know.
You don't know your handle on there?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Make sure you guys check him out. The link to his Instagram is in the description of this video. So you can go to his Instagram and check out more of his highlights. Um, also, I think he mentioned that his interview, your interview was pinned on your page, or no, I think it's on his page, but
It's on his page. Trevor
it's
Brown
on,
Instruction.
okay. But y'all need to go, you guys need to go check him out and follow him. And remember, vote for my
Contestant 13.
contestant 13, my man Ant-Man. Look at that. Back to vote for my man Ant-Man. Vote for him. All right. So we're going to do stay for the wrap up. All right. So we're going to count it out. Normally Carlos does this, but since he's not here, shout out to my man Carlos. But since he's not here, I'm gonna do the countdown, and then I almost close the show without my spiel. I'll let you do your spiel, and I didn't do my spiel. Make sure you guys like. Uh, if you like this interview that we did with Anthony, with the two, with double A, Anthony and Anthony, yeah, go ahead and like this video. Share it with your friends and family. More people see it, the more it grow, and the more recognition my man Anthony gets, and the more the show grows. And also subscribe to the channel. And like my co-host says, hit that bell icon so you know every time we go live. All right. And also, this is why I want you to send a link, because we also have our past guest, Mr. Theron West II. His clothing line, silentfear.online. Check that out. So when you send me your links to your sponsors with the codes, they will be on the show for future episodes. Okay. And don't forget, sticking to baseball, pickupportal.com. If you're ever short of a player for your tournament, you're down 2 pitchers, hit up Pick a Portal, find a player. And if you're a player looking for a team, register on there and you can find the team for your free that weekend. And lastly, if you want to donate to the show, You can donate to the show by Zelle now, not Cash App. Donate Zelle to this phone number, 954-664-8962, and all proceeds will go into the show. That's how we got that cool intro music. Now, since I just did my spiel, let's count down and get out of here. You will say, this is our slogan right here, Anthony, which is also on the,
Stay ready.
yep, which is actually on the back of our t-shirts that my man Travell created.
Be ready, stay ready. All right.
So I will count down, and you will say the first half, which is the be ready, and then I will say, no, I say be ready, and then you say
Stay ready.
stay ready, and then we're out.
All
And
right.
then stay on for the wrap up. All right. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Be ready.
Stay ready.
Yes, sir. And we out. Tune in on Sunday, and you'll see our man J2 Jordan Carrier return for his return episode. So tune in on Sunday, 6 p.m.